Hallo meine Freunde und willkommen zurück in der weiteren Folge Genshin Impact. In der letzten Folge haben wir aufgehört und haben einen Menschen gerettet vor Maschinen. Und mal schauen, wir machen jetzt unseren...
Hey, over here.
Hey, over
Come
here.
on, you big lummox. Raise your head and look up.
Lol. Lass mich kurz noch schnell die Blüte hier einsammeln. So, ich bin ja schon auf dem Weg jetzt zu dir. Ja, meine Freunde, ich bin gespannt, was uns alles hier bei seiner Legendenquest alles erwarten wird. Bin ich gespannt und der läuft mit uns zusammen. Läuft.
Let's set up camp here.
All right. Paimon also thinks it's a good spot.
Oh. Any particular reason?
This place is perfect to put up a big tent. We can also set up a cooking pot and cook tons of delicious food.
You're not wrong, but the primary reason for choosing this place is because its higher elevation keeps us away from the water vapor below. Rainforests are very wet. You should always be careful when spending the night in damp places. For the next tasks at hand, let's divide and conquer. I'll set up the tent, you'll be in charge of making the fire, and Paimon will forage for edibles nearby.
Leave it to Paimon. Paimon's a pro.
I'm not expecting that much. Just do what you can. That's right. You can use rushes to start a fire in the wilderness. Their piths are relatively dry and can be readily set aflame. The downside is that they produce a lot of smoke.
Traveler, Tainari, Paimon couldn't find any food. Paimon didn't know that rainforest had so many interesting plants until we came here. They were all sort of weird-looking mushrooms, but Paimon didn't know which ones were edible. Paimon also saw wild berries on the ground, and Paimon was gonna fly over and pick them up, but the dead leaves on top suddenly started moving. It freaked Paimon out.
Those were probably dead leaf butterflies. They camouflage as dead leaves to evade predators. My guess is that they mistook you for a bird when you flew over, so they fled. Little did they know that you were more scared than they were. Never mind. The tent's up, so you two go rest. I'll forage for food. Oh, you found some already.
Tainari oder Tignari. Ein von den beiden ist auf jeden Fall der Name. Nicht übel. Aber ich glaube, meine Freunde, ich werde den Namen bestimmt jetzt, nach ein paar Minuten wieder vergessen.
Paimon understands it this time. It wants mechanical parts again.
Sorry, no part this time. That task wasn't important enough. If every little thing resulted in a reward, then it might start to take advantage of the system. I'll note little things like this and give a cumulative reward at a later time. That is one reason.
It looks really sad.
After some further thought, it might come up with some weird misunderstanding if I don't give it something. All right, here's another for you. I'm off to prepare dinner. We'll take shifts on lookout duty tonight. You two can sleep first. I'll wake you up later.
We need lookouts?
Yes. Even though most animals fled because of the ley lines, we can't completely let down our guard. It's settled then. I'll set up some pest-repelling devices so poisonous insects don't come crawling into the tent. Have a good night. Not too good, though.
Alles klar. Ausruhen. Na dann, meine Freunde, let's go.
Paimon's getting sleepy. Is this because of the ley lines? It's been a while since we camped outside like this. This is like when we just started adventuring together. Nighty-night.
You're awake earlier than I expected. Did you sleep well? That's good. I was worried that you two wouldn't be able to sleep, so I specially used 2 of my homemade incenses. Don't worry. They're made from all natural ingredients. They have a light fragrance and aren't harmful to the body. Speaking of which, have you seen the crab? It was scampering around over there just now, but I don't know where it went. So you can tell, my suspicion is less towards the crab and more directed to its unrevealed owner. A ley line effluence of this magnitude occurred without any warning. Someone probably disrupted the natural flow of the ley lines. Until we fully understand the situation, take extra caution. The academia has banned mechanical lifeform research for years, so the origin of these creatures is very suspect. Topics related to mechanical lifeforms were popular in the Spontama for a time. Some of my juniors had also thrown themselves into such research. They proposed an intriguing idea: use our knowledge to create a new and practical lifeform that could help humanity conquer nature. However, no matter which modules or parts are installed, a machine is innately a construct that receives and executes commands. They can never possess self-awareness like us or other living organisms. In their pursuit to discover the differences between mechanical and biological lifeforms, zealous researchers performed unregulated vivisections and other absurdly cruel experiments on animals. Research on mechanical lifeforms was thus banned. The irony is that the researchers became even more impetuous afterward. Who knows? Maybe this subject will be unbanned in a few years. That's a difficult question to answer. I'm interested in the topic of mechanical life, but I don't like the researchers' attitudes. It's just my personal opinion. My ancestors and the Valuka Shuna of the desert coexisted together and supported one another. The bloodline of my people was born from this symbiotic relationship. So to me, all life is important. To understand life, you must first respect it. Life is not an expendable commodity, and knowledge should not be wielded like a scepter. These are the points of contention I have with some researchers, and why I left the academia. By placing yourself above other life forms, what kind of results do you expect to get from researching pure life with impure intentions? Really? Well, I'm glad to hear it. Coffee? Did you prepare this for us? All right. Seeing that you're working so hard to help out, I'll give you another part. You're not planning on using it. Many of your own parts are critically degraded, and you're running low on power. All right, suit yourself. Oh, and thanks for the coffee, but I'm about to go to sleep. Leave it with her. The night watch is yours. Stay safe.
Es ist Tag.
Sorry. Paimon slept through the entire night. Really? You're not mad? Don't worry. Paimon will be sure to stay awake next time.
Good morning, Traveler and Paimon. Quick question. Do you feel off at all? Me too. The farther in we go, the closer we get to the source of the ley line effluence. We'll be heading out earlier today. I'll take down the tent.
Is there something we can do?
Extinguish our fire so we don't set the entire forest aflame. Also, retrieve the pest-repelling devices from last night. We don't want to affect the ecosystem here.
Got it! Paimon will take care of the fire.
All right. Let's meet back here later.
Okay. Einsammeln. Einsammeln.
All right. It's about time to head out. As we go further in, we may encounter more berserk machines. The effects of the ley lines will also increase. If you're struggling, it would be wise to avoid conflict. Try to conserve as much energy as possible until we reach the source of the contamination.
Alles klar, meine Freunde. Und das Zelt ist weg. Lol. Wo kommen die auf einmal her? Die patrouillieren, ne?
Illusion shattered.
Na dann.
There is no escape. Inazuma shines eternal.
Let's go. Keine Belohnung, das heißt, ein kleines meine Freunde, jetzt hat was mit der Story mit denen da zu tun.
As I thought, the closer we get to the contamination source, the more mechanical monsters that appear.
That didn't kill.
Er lebt immer noch. Okay. Noch einer. Das hört nicht auf.
Shine down. Rest and rebuild. Taurus, bring them you.
Okay. Sind viele von denen, meine Freunde, sind viele. Mal gucken, wie weit wir noch gegen die kämpfen werden und wie weit wir noch vordringen. Bin ich ja selber mal gespannt, tatsächlich. Ja, die halten schon ein bisschen aus. Ah, Auftrag abgeschlossen. Ah, interessant. Jetzt bin ich mal gespannt. Immer noch kein Harz. Interessant. Das heißt, es ist noch lange nicht vorbei, meine Freunde. Müssen wir nach oben? Nein, müssen wir nicht. Ich glaube, wir müssen da... Ah, da ist eine Höhle. Interessant.
It stopped here.
Upon closer inspection, the plants here are really different. Leyline energies are also stronger here. This may be the place we've been looking for. Ready yourselves. We're going in.
Alles klar, Tenagi. Dann gehen wir mal rein. Ich habe seinen Namen immer noch nicht vergessen, meine Freunde. Ein Fortschritt. Ah. Let's go. Wir brauchen das Pflanzenelement, aber wir haben 3 andere Elemente. Wasser, Elektro und Feuer. Die sind da auch hilfreich. Legen wir los. Wir sind Tenagi.
There's a ton of mechanical monsters here. They make this place their lair.
Looks like there's no way to sneak by. Let's take care of them quickly. Keep up. Cha, ka, ha. Cha, cha, ha, enshroud. Ha. Cha,
Wie schnell er das auflädt.
cha.
Haben wir seine Ult?
Move you. One with the forest. Boom. Ka. Sa.
Okay, ich merke schon, meine Freunde. Er arbeitet auf jeden Fall mit Aufladrate, der gute Tenagi.
Hold the line.
Aber sagen wir mal dafür, dass er wieder Volllife ist. Aber er ist tatsächlich so groß wie Zhongli. Interessant, mal von denen in der großen Sorte. Hätte ich auch nicht erwartet. Hallo der.
What is this?
Ley line energy is spilling out from here. This device, it's extracting energy from the ley lines without end. Who in the world would do this without considering the consequences? The ley lines won't be able to repair themselves if their flow is perpetually disrupted like this.
That's terrible! We have to stop it! Let Paimon see. Paimon doesn't see controls anywhere!
Standing here is equivalent to being directly showered in ley line energy, which may cause irreversible damage to your body. Take Paimon and get out of here. I'll see if I can find a way to turn this thing off.
But you're also vulnerable to the ley lines, right? We're staying. We can't leave you here by yourself.
Then let's look for it together. If there is no control unit here, then there must be a trapdoor somewhere.
You know where it is? Hey, wait for us!
Alles klar, meine Freunde. Let's go. Aber die andere Frage ist ganz kurz, bevor wir es weitersuchen. Ich guck mal kurz hier nach Truhen. Ist ganz wichtig. Vielleicht ist hier irgendwo eine versteckt tatsächlich. Wäre schön, wenn wir einige sammeln könnten. Aber es ist mal schön, mal ihn ein bisschen auszuprobieren. Auch nicht schlecht, ne? Weil ziehen kann man ihn nicht mehr. Aber ich wollte ihn auch jetzt nicht wirklich ziehen, meine Freunde. Er hat halt, das ist halt die Sache bei Tenagi. Manche haben ihn ja gezogen, habe ich ja gesehen. Zum Beispiel ein Kumpel von mir hat ihn auch gezogen. Der hat sich ja übelst gefreut, dass er ihn gezogen hat. Aber ich muss ehrlich zugeben, meine Freunde, er hatte für mich jetzt nicht gerade wirklich einen Reiz, ihn zu ziehen tatsächlich. Und ja, mal gucken einfach mal, was uns da alles noch erwarten wird. Aber scheinbar ist hier keine Truhe. Das ist ein bisschen schade. Aber wenn man ihn ausprobieren kann, heißt das in Klartext... Oh, da ist eine Truhe. Wenn man ihn ausprobieren kann, meine Freunde... Wir können da nicht rein. Dann
What's this? It'll only show up if you step on it?
Be careful and watch your step.
Heißt es ein kleines, meine Freunde, dass wir und Lanza das Ende der Story erreichen, tatsächlich. Auch interessant. Da liegt jemand. Lol.
Look! Someone's here! Are you the one that's taking the ley line's energy? Turn off that machine now! Why aren't you saying anything? Too ashamed?
His body is cold. It's emaciated, and his eyes are sunken, likely from chronic malnourishment and stress. He collapsed and never got back up. What exactly happened here? Almost forgot about you. Here, this is the last one.
What is it doing?
I'm not sure. Judging by this room's layout, this place was a laboratory. We should find a repository of research documents if we keep going. The file room will definitely give us some clues, so let's go take a look. Maybe we can piece together what happened here.
Interessant. Nach Hinweisen, meine Freunde. Let's go.
Wow! It's huge in here!
This place is a natural hiding spot with how hidden it is. The pipes continue further. Let's head in.
Did you two find anything?
There are a lot of lab notes, but it would take way too long to read through them all. I found a tape recording used for an experiment, and based on its serial number, it's from 2 years ago.
Tape recording?
Yes, the Spontama created a device that visually records experiments and consolidates the final production into a tape. However, these devices are expensive to make and aren't entirely stable. That's why they are only used in some laboratories and do not see wider usage.
Come on, let's watch it.
Hold on, let me figure out how to play the tape. Goes in there. Ah, okay, this should do it.
Kakata? Kakata? Seriously, I look away for 1 second and you're gone? There you are. Look here. This is our new home. I, Abattouy, will unleash my talents here and amaze those ancient fossils at the Academia. Oh, you're also quite happy. Karkata, do you know what we're about to do? Yes, I thought not. Listen up, Karkata. I'm going to make a mechanical life form that can be mass-produced. The technology will be unlike anything else that exists. I'll use mechanical organs, and electric currents will course through them like blood. A steel-cast heart that will beat forever, and a brain of myriad components that can think like mine. Inspiration from the ruins and the research that the Academia had banned. I hope everything can start anew from this place. When you can understand our language and live among us, you will no longer be a boring machine, but a truly living being. It's fine. You will understand. One day, you will understand me.
Wow.
Kata is the mechanical crab, right? And that researcher named Abattouy said he wanted to prove something to the Academia?
I remember now. I had a junior researcher named Abattouy. He was expelled from the Academia for researching mechanical life forms.
Junior researcher?
Yeah? What's wrong?
Nothing. Paimon was just wondering, doesn't Abattouy look older than you?
He is, but academic progression isn't tied to age. I finished my studies a while ago, so subsequent students generally considered me as their senior.
Oh.
Of course, age can be an issue. For a while, people always dragged me into pictures. I felt like some kind of animal on display. That isn't important. Let's go and see if we can find other tape recordings.
Interessant. Erster Hinweis gefunden, meine Freunde. Da ist der zweite. Dann machen wir uns mal auf den Weg dahin.
Look! Paimon found another tape! A date is written on it. Let Paimon see. It's from a half a year ago!
That's quite the time gap. I wonder what happened in between.
It's rare that you malfunction because of an operational error. Seems that making coffee is still somewhat difficult for you. Or is there an issue with my set parameters? All right, there you go. Water entered the Keela and caused it to short circuit, so it couldn't receive signals from the ganglion. Look at me, talking to you like this. You can't understand me anyway, can you? It's fine. I swapped in some new parts, so you should be all right now. Try moving around. Everything in working order? Be more careful next time. We're tight on money right now, so we don't have a lot of parts or power to spare. I'm glad. Karkata, did you know? Yesterday, I dreamed that you could talk. Aren't the bunch at the Academia always saying things like, mechanical intelligence is just an extension of statistics? They were blown away when they saw us talking with each other. Too bad it was just a dream. Forget holding a conversation with me. You're so simple that you probably wouldn't even notice if I died. Never mind. I should probably be worrying about next month's power.
After Abattouy left the Academia, everyone lost contact with him. I thought he was so despondent that he gave up on researching mechanical life forms. Instead, he had holed up here and continued his experiments.
Paimon doesn't feel like he's a bad person. He even changed out Karkata's broken parts. Why would he mess with ley lines?
Let's keep looking around.
Alles klar, meine Freunde, das letzte Teil. Es wird gesucht. Was runtergefallen. Oh Mist. Wollte es aktivieren.
following the serial numbers, the next recording should be here. The writing is sloppy. Perhaps his state of mind had changed. There's also an undated tape in the wrong spot. Doesn't seem like Abattouy put it there.
Maybe Karkata helped him with sorting.
It's hard to say. These are the last 2 tape recordings. Let's watch them.
Sorry, Karkata. I was just thinking about something. Today might become a special day. In my recent experiments, I successfully gave you a living being's instincts. When you're low on power, or if one of your parts is damaged, you will prioritize your survival command and proactively recharge or replace your parts. That is a very dangerous thing. And today, I did something even more dangerous. I've officially activated the 3rd generation ley line extractor. The ley lines will serve as our power source from now on. Conducting research on mechanical life forms requires a large amount of power. Even if I scrimped and saved, the more I have wouldn't last for long. I'm also getting tired, Karkata. I don't know what's driving me to continue with this research anymore. They say that even if it simulates the operation of a living creature's organs, a machine is still an ice-cold tool. I want to prove them wrong. I want to turn you into a living, breathing, and talking being. I'm not talking about anything cheerful, Karkata. Modules for language, emotion, and movement. I've been working my absolute hardest to augment and refine your functionalities, but I've never seen an effective response. You are my finest success, but even you can't understand me. All you can do is execute limited responses based on preset commands or keywords. Karkata, I wish you could speak to me, even just once. Yes, you cannot understand me, so you cannot answer me either. It is what it is. In a few days, I'll sell the failed ley line extractor for some more and continue my experiments. Life goes on, and I have to as well. I don't have any other choice. This is new. If I place another 2 control modules here to simulate the brain's thalamus... of course my heart decides to act up now. Why did I cut medication from our expenses? Karkata, come help me. Strange. I feel weak. Oh no, I have to shut down the extractor. Shut it off. If we let them recharge indefinitely, they'll go out of control. Right. I never input a command to shut down the extractor, so you don't understand what I'm saying. In the end, it's just like the academia said. Mechanical life forms only bring danger. My research... was there any point to it at all? I'm sorry, Karkata. In the end, I still wasn't able to turn you into a true mechanical life form.
I see. So the ley line effluence was an accident. After Abattoui's unexpected death, the mechanical monsters were driven by their instincts and continuously drew out power from the ley line extractor. This eventually resulted in severe damage to the ley lines.
Paimon understands. Then why didn't Karkata go haywire like the other machines?
Because Karkata is different from the other machines. Structures similar to living organisms, the ability to cry and laugh, and capacity for independent thought. To Abattouy, only a machine with these features could be considered a mechanical life form. Perhaps only by building such a machine could he have the academia acknowledge his protracted research. But if he had slowed down and saw Karkata as a friend instead of an experimental product, he would have noticed. Karkata can't speak. And yet it cares about Abattouy far more than it does about itself.
What does that mean?
You'll see in a bit. But before that, we have a more urgent task at hand. First, let's find the control unit for the ley line extractor and shut it down.
Alles klar.
Ha!
Dann legen wir mal los. Huch. Was ist denn jetzt passiert? Lol.
More of this transparent flooring. It feels like a maze.
Aber wir sollen da gar nicht runterfallen. Ach so, ich verstehe. Hm. Ach so. Ich wundere mich gerade, Leute, warum fährt das Ding nicht? Laufen wir mal etwas schneller. Huch. Okay. Riesige Blasen. Na dann.
Below us is the final room. The control unit is likely in there.
The way ends here. Wanna
Oh.
try jumping down?
Hallo. Wir benutzen mal Yumia, Leute. Geht schneller. Noch weitere.
One with the forest. Let's nip that in the bud.
Illusion shattered.
Enshroud.
Allow me.
Okay. So, erledigt. Kommen noch weitere? Nee, das war's.
This should be the control unit. Once we turn it off, the ley line extractor should also shut down.
Meine Freunde, ich sehe gerade, wir haben 3 Minuten übersprungen. Ach du Scheiße. Ich verabschiede mich. Euer Marschu. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao.